Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are going to be making my father-in-law's venison jerky recipe. Last fall, Wes and I did some deer hunting in Nebraska and here in Minnesota, and we ended up with about 24 pounds of ground venison, and we thought, well, we might as well use some make jerky because our whole family loves jerky. So today we'll be making the jerky, and I will put the recipe down in the description below, so if you'd like to try it, you can. Let's get started. Okay, for this recipe you're going to need 2 pounds of ground venison. You're going to need a 1/4 cup of soy sauce and a 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce. Then you're going to take 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. You can use coarse ground or fine ground, whichever you prefer. We like the coarse black pepper. 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Quarter teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, and that's the original recipe. We like a little bit of spice in our jerky, so what we do is we add some crushed red pepper. You can use anywhere between 1/4 teaspoon and 1/2 teaspoon depending how spicy you want it. Today I think I'm going to do just a 1/4 teaspoon. Then you mix it all up, and it's going to need to sit in the fridge overnight for preferably 24 hours so that all the flavors can get in with the meat. After this sits overnight, we'll come back tomorrow and start putting it in the dehydrator and get our jerky going. Alright, it's the next day and our jerky's been marinating for about 24 hours. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our jerky shooter. That's usually Wes's job. So he's going to do that. He's going to get it all in the dehydrator, and then if you don't have a jerky shooter, you can roll it out thin onto some wax paper and cut it into strips to lay on your dehydrator. So we'll go ahead and...
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Usually it's easiest just to push the jerky shooter right into the meat and then load it up that way. Once you get it put together, you just start pumping out jerky strips, whatever length you want, into the trays. Important thing to pay attention to is that there's a little bit of space between each one. If you get them tight together, then you have trouble with drying. They don't dry out as well or as evenly if they're touching, so you want to leave a little bit of space between them. As you can see, when we ground this, we used the fine grinding plate. The finer you can grind the venison, the easier it is to get through the jerky shooter. It seems like it'll come out easier. If you get more coarse grind, it's pretty hard to get it out of the shooter, so fine grind works a lot better. Okay, we got our first tray filled up. We'll keep filling trays here until we get all the trays that go with each one filled up. Okay, we got our first dehydrator, all the racks filled up. We'll put the top on, set it for 160 degrees. It can, depending on humidity in the air and everything, it can take 6 to 12 hours depending on how thick it is and everything. So we'll let it go for about 6 hours, then we'll check it and see how it's doing, and we'll possibly rotate the racks top to bottom to try to even out the drying. But we'll get this one started. Okay, it's been about 4 hours. We're ready to check the jerky here and see how this batch is looking. Just taking a look at it, the things we're kind of looking for is make sure that there's not excessive moisture left in any of the meat, and it seems like we're right about where we want to be. When you break it, it's still flexible and not completely dried out, but it is cooked completely through at 160 degrees. Once we get it to this point, we like to let it cool down for a little bit, and then we'll put it in freezer Ziploc bags. If we make bigger batches, a lot of times we'll freeze it and save it for later, but it does go pretty fast. So
We'll probably freeze it this time because we made, we've got 24 pounds?
yeah, like
Of jerky to
24
make?
pounds of jerky. So if you guys try the recipe, let us know what you think. It's been a family recipe that I believe my dad came up with several years ago and started making it. We really enjoy it. So if you guys try it and like it, put it in the comments. Please like and subscribe on our videos, and until next time, keep on living the good life.